Hello Leo, and welcome to my channel, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is a work reading for Leo from the 15th to the 28th of August 2018. Please don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign for a more complete picture. I've put the decks I'm using in the description box, and I've put links to Amazon and eBay if you want to purchase these decks. And I've also put my details in the description box, so please contact me if you want a private reading. And don't forget to watch my new deck walkthrough series. You might find that interesting. And like, share, and subscribe if these messages resonate with you. So I'm just doing a general energy read, and then I will do the general tarot read after that. So the first card that's come out is, it says, beware of theft and protect your belongings. So this could be, just theft of actual things itself, or it could be, theft of ideas. So just make sure that all your items are being protected, and that you're, keeping an eye on your things, your accounts, your finance. Make sure that you are, protecting your resources. So you've got a lot of unnecessary and worry and anxiety going around you, but you are being supported by somebody who's very, very a friend who's very supportive, or you're in a partnership that is actually quite a productive partnership. So maybe this anxiety and worry is just about nothing, and you need to relax a little bit. So maybe you've started your own business recently and you've gone into a partnership with somebody. So it's actually taking off because you've gotten a lot of success and recognition coming in. So it seems like this business is growing, that if you've started something new. And going into the future, you may need to seek some legal advice and, tighten your belt a little bit, because you've got a bit of overstretched resources. So it seems like you've started something new. It's getting its recognition, but it's probably just beginning to develop. And so you might need to make sure that you are seeking legal advice around it. Make sure that you have all the legalities sorted out, and you are having to keep an eye on your resources, because they are a bit overstretched as well at the moment. So tightening your belt there. So I have shuffled this deck. Let's see what's going on. So it looks like you have gone on a new path with the Judgment card over here, and you've changed course and changed direction. You've let go of the old job or the old pathway that you were following. You've taken what you needed from it, and now you've made a choice that you're going to move in a new direction and have a new something new that you're doing. Maybe it is something that you should have been doing in the past that you never got around to doing, and now this is the second chance that is coming in for you to actually do that. It's starting to generate some money. So you've got one pentacle over there. So whatever new project or new thing that you've started is starting to take off. Slowly, but it is going, and it is going in the direction that you wanted it to go in. So it's a new path, something new that you're treading on, trying something brand new. So if you are starting a business, it is starting to take off, and it is starting, if you're working independently, it is starting to take off. So money is coming in slowly, not coming in like loads of money coming in, but it is starting to take off. So you are starting to get some financial reward from it. So you've got the Devil card over here, and this Three of Swords. So maybe you've been feeling really upset. You've had maybe you've had to move. Maybe you've had a loss. Maybe you had this big change that came in with the Three of Swords. You were in a situation that you were very, very upset about being in. It was something that kept you very tied and restricted, and something that didn't give you any joy and pleasure, and it was something that was not giving you any payoff. Almost like cotton candy, if you like. with no too many calories and no nutritional support. So that's how you felt that old particular job was. It was something that was not giving you that benefit. It was not giving you the happiness, and it was something that was keeping you tied up. You were addicted to. You had to work very, very hard, very tied up with this devil card. And it was not good for you either. It was not making you happy. It was promising things and not delivering on the promises. You were not getting those accolades, or you were not getting the promotion or the thing that you wanted, and that had kept you restricted. And you've had to change. You've had to move away. So you've actually cut that out of your life right now, and you've moved away from it. And it's upset you because maybe you've invested a lot within that old job, and now you've actually had to make that decision. It's a decision that you really didn't want to make, but it seems like with this judgment card, the decision, you were called to make that decision. It is not something that it was inevitable that you had to make that decision and move on. And you were working pretty hard within that job. You can see this woman, she was trying to find, she's trying to find a balance in her life, but it's late at night and she's got very sore feet, and you can see all the children are probably gone to bed, or her family's gone to bed, and she's sitting up late massaging her feet. So it looks like, you were working really, really hard for no, rewards, and you were doing late hours, and there was no balance in your life. You were not seeing the daylight, and maybe you leave in the dark and come back in the dark. So working very, very hard in this last year, and you're not having any balance, any kind of rewards coming in with this justice card. So and also it looks like in the last 3 months there was a lot of problems in this job. You were having to defend yourself, and people were not very happy with you. You've got the 5 of wands over here. It looks like a lot of discontentment over here. A lot of people almost victimizing you, because you've got a woman here amongst all these men. So it seems like you're really having to stand up for what you believe in. And maybe you had your back against the wall with a lot of people coming at you, and you really didn't know what to do, and you were very, very upset because you're having to defend whatever you believe in, and nobody's really listening. And maybe the person that you were working under was not somebody that was very supportive. There were lots of deadlines and lots of projects, and maybe things were not really going the way you wanted to because there was so much of discord. And that seems to have come ahead in this last 3 months, and maybe this is why you've made this decision to actually leave that situation. And you were putting out a lot of feelers, so you've been going for a lot of jobs, putting out job applications, or going for interviews, and it seems like that's what's been happening, and been communicating your ideas, and people are impressed with you and what you can do. They have been looking at your CV and being very approving of it. So you are now going into a new phase with the 6 of Swords, leaving behind all this darkness, all this discontent, all these problems. You can see all these problems, and she's running from the dark into the light. So whatever new job you're getting is going to bring you a lot of happiness and a lot of joy, this new path that you're going in. And you're not there yet, but you're definitely crossing over into that phase of abundance. So it might be just the beginning of something that you've started, and it might not be showing any financial rewards right now, but that will come. Abundance will come in as you move away from it. So the 6 of Swords, really moving away from things. You're going to have to actually spend a lot of time doing a lot of research with the 8 of Cups over here. You can see this person has got a lot of focus on the work that they're doing. So now you're working for yourself, or you're working to better your own goals. You're going to have to do a lot of research, a lot of studying. Maybe you're going to have to take extra courses. Maybe you're going to have to brush up on old ideas, or get new skills, but you're definitely going to have to hit the books pretty hard and do a lot of research as well. So what people see around you, they do see this 4 of Swords. It looks like you're pretty stressed out. You are still with a lot of work. You can see you're swamped over here. So they do see you as a person who's very, very hardworking, but also a need to take a little bit of a break, a need to take a little bit of rest. So you are actually due for a holiday right now. Maybe have a break and get some new perspective on the solution as well, because you are a bit overswamped over here. So you're working very hard, and this might be because you've started something new and you're changing direction, but it's stressing you out. So have a short break. Even if you go in a day, take a walk in nature just for like half an hour, it's a little bit of a break, and it gives you that time. So she's blowing bubbles here. So it gives you that time to just relax, just chill out, and be a bit less stressed and see the world in a different perspective before everything swamps you over. So make sure that you are getting that rest as well, and just start focusing on work. And you are really very focused on work. It seems that's what you want. You're only you're interested in getting things done and communicating. It looks like you want to send some messages out to people with this Knight of Swords. You are writing a lot of letters, speaking to a lot of people, getting your message across, and moving forward into the future. So it looks like with this Knight of Swords over here, working very, very hard, making communications, or you want to send some messages out, maybe get in contact with a lot of people, get that message across to the world, really. So going into the future, you've got the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Knave of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is showing, you are focusing your energy, and you've got all these options that are going to be coming in for you. And you're going to have to make some decision about what to do. There's movement that's happening, so things are starting to take off. They are starting to move. You can see these lizards going around in circles, and they are bringing in there are new projects that are going to be coming in that starts shifting things, starts making almost that wheel turn. So you are busy working. These lizards are walking around in a circle, so that shows that the wheel of fortune is turning, and you are the one that is actually pushing that wheel to turn. So whatever actions you are doing right now, you are actually directing your future. So you've got the Seven of Swords over here, and just getting organized, making sure that your legalities are sorted out. So if you start something, you might be signing new contracts over here. Make sure that you're reading all the paperwork. You don't want any deceptive clauses over there in that paperwork to get you in trouble later on. So make sure that you're organized. This person's filing all the information, and you are reading through everything before you actually do anything, and going through it very, very carefully. And you've got the Knave of Wands over here. So coming in for you will be a lot of options, and it's going to be that you are spoiled for choice about what you want to do next. So you have a lot of things to consider, a lot of thinking to do, and a lot of decisions to be made in which way. But you've got with the Knave of Wands, it's somebody of action. So this is your card really, because the Wands rules the fire signs, and it is showing that you will have a lot of things, a lot of prospects coming in for you, and you're going to have to make a decision on how to handle it and pick things that are, you've got to pick a certain project and go with it. So you've got a lot of options coming in for you, and a lot of movement, because the Knave of Wands is a fire energy, so there's a lot of movement and positive energy coming in for you. So there's projects coming in with the Knight of Wands, where there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of opportunities or enterprises that are being offered to you as well, but make sure that you are considering all, make sure that you're looking at all the facts and reading all the fine print as well. So going into the future, I say this is the fairy tarot, and this is it says the Dreamer, which is actually the Fool card. You can see you're on a new journey, and you have a new objective, and you have transformed yourself into something different. So you're being pointed that direction. You can see this dog's pointing the way, and embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, and trust yourself. So you're starting something brand new. So this old cycle that you were in seems to have come to an end, and it seems like you are starting something brand new, and you're doing this journey by yourself. So maybe you are moving away from being in a company where you worked for somebody, and you're now going it alone, and you're taking that chance. You've got the High Priestess, which says trust your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. So you've got all the information. You're very well trained up to do this project or this new job that you want to do, it's not a time with the High Priestess. It's a time to just wait for the right timing before you start doing major things. There might be some information that has not come to light yet, so you may be missing a piece of information before you can actually move forward. And you've got the World card over here, brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. So it looks like you've ended an old cycle with an old phase of your life, and you are now going in for the new one, because the World card is usually the end, and the Dreamer is the Fool is the beginning. So you've got two of this and this is all the information. So the High Priestess is the keeper of secrets. So you have all the knowledge that you need to make whatever you want to do a success. And you're starting something new, and it looks like it's going to be a brilliant success because you have all the information. She's got this big book. the Keeper of Secrets. She's got this big book, and you have all the information in order to make whatever you're doing a complete and utter success. So it looks like you're moving into a new phase, and you're becoming independent of old situations. Make sure that you're reading all the fine print. Soon, it looks like you will be successful. There's lots of options that will be presented to you. You will have to do a lot of research as well to make sure you're on top of things. Don't get swamped under, but also make sure that you are taking a holiday and not getting stressed out by having to work so hard. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave me some comments if it has. Thank you for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.